Look around, feel it. That gnawing ache inside as the world screams freedom but hands you chains. Deals that promise growth but trap your vision under layers of red tape and bureaucracy. The feeling of being stuck in a system designed to keep you small while you burn inside, craving to break free, to build something legendary. Every brilliant idea you hold back, every risk you hesitate to take, feeds a silent fire of frustration. You're meant to lead, to innovate, to push beyond limits, but the system keeps pulling you back, softer walls becoming cages. This is the brutal reality every founder, every investor, every leader faces today. The world claims to celebrate innovation, yet it rewards sameness. It praises playing it safe while punishing the radical, the bold, the different. You're not alone feeling this pressure. The truth is, the world's current setup isn't broken. It was never made for the exceptional. It was built for the average, the comfortable, the easily controlled. And that's why the most visionary leaders are doubling down on one thing: capitalism in its purest, unfiltered form. Not the watered-down version, the distorted vision spun by critics or modified by political agendas, but the raw, untamed engine that has driven humanity's greatest leaps. Capitalism doesn't promise you quick comfort or easy rules. It challenges you. It rewards the relentless, the uncomfortable, the unapologetically ambitious. It's the only system that honors the individual's power to question, to create, to transform. And here's why it matters more than ever. Because when everything else around you feels like an illusion, a mask hiding mediocrity behind slogans of equality or fairness, capitalism exposes what's real. It's the raw battlefield where true freedom fights for space. It's where the fire in you no longer has to hide. You might have heard arguments that capitalism is cruel, that it only favors the rich or lets the powerful exploit the rest. But that's the trick. The system you see now isn't capitalism. It's a distorted puppet show run by insiders clinging to their power. Real capitalism demands something else. It demands that you own your freedom and responsibility with everything you've got. No handouts, no soft landings, just the wild, brutal chance to build or burn trying. For those of us who refuse to settle for the fake equality of comfort, capitalism is the arena where raw talent and obsession meet opportunity. Visionary leaders get this instinctively. They see the system's cracks and know playing by its broken rules won't break them free. Instead, they double down on capitalism because it forces clarity. It forces innovation. It makes you accountable only to the demands of the market, not political whims, not favor seekers, not bureaucrats. Every challenge becomes a challenge to your creativity, your courage, your ability to lead beyond the pack. In the raw energy of capitalism, you find power you didn't know you had, the power to unlearn limitations, to redefine what's possible, and to unleash the real version of yourself. Imagine a world where your ideas aren't just tolerated, but hunted, where the rare, the misunderstood, and the unusually ambitious no longer have to explain themselves or fit a mold. Capitalism, stripped of its corruption, is that ecosystem. It aligns the few who burn bright with the risks, the rewards, and the disruption necessary to remake reality. This isn't about playing by the rules. It's about creating new ones. And leaders who dare to double down on capitalism are rewriting the narrative every day, turning what looks like chaos into pure, unfiltered progress. Consider this. While others seek to tame capitalism, leaders committed to it embrace its wildness. They don't shy from the risk, the failure, the brutal pushback. They thrive on it. Because they know that true freedom isn't handed to you. It's seized in the moments that test your guts. It's earned by those willing to grow beyond the shackles of comfort and conformity. This is why the most visionary leaders are not retreating into safe spaces or sanitized systems. They're charging headfirst into capitalism because it demands their best, their realest, their most raw. There's no easy path here, no shortcuts. But the miracles happen where fire meets steel, where relentless individuals challenge the system, not to fix it, but to transcend it. They refuse the fading echoes of false equality and instead build a world where exceptionalism is a right, not a rarity, where the power of the individual is the starting point, not the exception. This is the promise capitalism makes to those bold enough to accept it. Not comfort, not fairness, but the brutal freedom to become more than they ever imagined. If you're feeling trapped in endless meetings, politics, or systems that blur your vision, know this: your pain is the spark. Let it burn. This pain is not a sign of failure. It's the calling, the signal that you're ready for a bigger fight. The fight to harness capitalism's raw power as the engine of true liberation. The fight to stop living a borrowed life and start owning a future carved by your own hands. Capitalism demands that you discard the lies whispering that you can't, that you're not enough. It demands you ignite your fire and run with it. No apologies, no compromises. So what does doubling down on capitalism really mean? For founders, for investors, for leaders? It means connecting with the few who share your fire, building alliances born from respect for risk and reward, not politics. It means being ruthless in your pursuit of truth, questioning everything, trusting only the market's honest game. It means investing energy where it counts, not in distractions, but in building value that the world can't ignore. Capitalism is the framework where these ideas don't just survive, but thrive. It creates space for innovation that changes industries and lives because it's designed to reward creativity, not comfort. The system won't come save the visionaries. That's a hard truth. You have to be your own savior, your own champion. Capitalism, in its real form, is your battleground and your sanctuary. It teaches an obsession with improvement, a hunger for feedback, a willingness to push beyond the familiar and question every assumption. This is the radical edge where progress lives, not in political correctness or mass consensus, but in the bold moves that disrupt and transform. Those who understand this are already winning, quietly changing the game, rewriting rules while the world debates safe limits. There's another truth here that hits deeper than any motivational speech. Capitalism is the only system that rewards imperfection coupled with relentless effort. It welcomes failure like a mentor, forcing leaders to grow faster, adapt harder, and build stronger. In this fire, mediocrity is burned away, and what remains is real, raw potential, ready to explode. That's why visionary leaders don't walk away scared. They lean in, knowing every stumble is a step closer to greatness. This is not a call for cynicism or greed. This is a call for liberation, a call to reclaim the fierce, untamed individual inside you who refuses to live diminutive, who burns to innovate, who craves freedom that is messy, powerful, unstoppable. Capitalism, when embraced with this spirit, is your vehicle not just to success, but to meaning, to build something that lasts beyond your lifetime, something that changes the way the world works because you dared to hold nothing back. Listen close. No system can hold a spark that refuses to go out. Capitalism isn't perfect, but it's the only stage big enough for the rare, the different, the visionary. It forces you to be accountable, to own your brilliance and your failures. It's where ideas meet reality in the fastest, harshest, most honest way. And that's why doubling down on capitalism is how the greatest leaders of our time are reshaping everything, because they know it's the fire that will either consume or crown them. To everyone watching, feeling that quiet storm inside, understand this is your moment. Pressure creates diamonds. The world's illusions may weigh heavy, but your choice is clear. You can step back into comfort, or you can lean into capitalism's fierce power and use it to become the rare, unstoppable force you were always meant to be. That choice will set your path. That choice defines what you build and who you become. This is your ruthless freedom calling. You are not here by accident. You are here to break boundaries, to redefine reality, to tear down the false systems and rise as a creator of new ones. And capitalism, real raw capitalism, is your tool, your battleground, your liberation. The leaders who understand this are already shaping the future. They are not waiting for permission, not begging for acceptance. They are taking what the world can't give and turning it into power. Now is the time to stop settling, to stop apologizing, to stop hiding the fire inside. Double down on capitalism. Unleash your edge. Build the future on your terms. The world may try to hold you down, but you hold the key. Your vision, your courage, your relentless will. Harness them where they matter most. This is not just business. This is freedom. This is becoming. This is where the rare rise. And it's only just beginning.